You could turn a 1998 Grand Marquis into a supercar slaying beast. They were powered by what was essentially the same small block 302 EFI in the Fox bodies. But this thing had, okay, so for a commuter car, it was perfect. But when you start trying to modify these small block Fords, you run into issues. You could do stroker kits, you could do whatever you got to do to max it out to like 500 to 550, but that's also the point of which this block will split in half and just throw rods and pistons everywhere. Another issue was the transmission was trash. You give it even a hint of power and it's gonna shred into ribbons. Oh man. And just like all Crown Victorias, the suspension, oh goodness, the suspension had this car shaking like mighty fine booty. The wheels, the front wheels would also collapse in on themselves because tie rods would break like twigs. But still, there's a lot of crazy mofos that want to make 1,000 horsepower out of this thing or more. So let's give it a crack, right? Now, if you don't want to do an LS swap or nothing like that, you could always go with a dart block. Just find a 302 dart block. You know, you can bore it to 331, 347, and 363. Some people like FordStroker.com already have a stroker package set up for you. And it can handle 9 to probably 1,300 horsepower. Set some trick flow heads on top of it along with this. You know, trick flow intake manifold kit. Find a nice B303 cam or C303 cam, whatever type of cam you want to run. Bigger injectors. As far as boost for this big ass road boat, you can go Pro Charger. You can run a twin turbo setup, or you can run a nice big single turbo setup. Wouldn't hurt to run a nice 78mm whirly boy. Throw a T56 manual transmission on the back of it, or this 4R70W. You know, there's actually a lot of options you could choose from as far as trans, but it's up to you. Or you can avoid all that bullshit and just go get a Gen 3 Coyote, put some billet oil pump gears in it, some low compression pistons, because the compression ratio on these things like 12.0 to 1. Slap on a 3-liter Whipple and give it a good tune. Maybe some comp cams, but you more than likely don't need it. Put a 10R80 transmission behind that combination, man, and you have a monster. Or you can go even further and drop in a Godzilla crate engine. Ooh, you'd have a monster for sure. I keep getting asked where am I from because of my accent, or whatever accent that supposedly exists within my speech pattern. If you hadn't figured it out already, I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. Home of, well, I'll show you. Home to where if you buy a scat pack of any kind, that bitch is as good as stolen. It's as good as stolen. If you catch these bitches spinning at a red light, stay the fuck out the way, because that motherfucker is stolen. Here in Memphis, I don't know where y'all call it anywhere else, but this is called a fin-fin. This is used for sliding on your ops. When a motherfucker pull up in these, it's best you get to running, because they ain't come to talk to you at all. All the thoughts drive a Nissan Sentra. A Nissan Maxima here keeps up with Hellcats. And straight pipe 3 valves are every fucking where. So goddamn annoying. V6 Camaro guys, today's y'all day. Hello everybody, it's the Black Car Guru back with another video. And today we're going to be talking about how to LS swap your V6 F-body. Yes, you can fit an LS1 inside of a V6 Camaro. Here's how you do it. Okay, so right off the bat, when you're V6 to LS swapping your F-body, your 93 to 2002, you're going to need this Blackheart LS swap kit. It lets you put an LS onto your stock K member of your V6. You don't have to change out a K member, no rinky-dink shit like that. Just buy the mounts, put them in, drop your LS in there. You can use any LS with these mounts. You don't have to use the LS1, but if you can find an LS1 and a 4L60E for a good price, there you go. Make sure it has everything on it because you don't want to nickel and dime yourself to death. Get a painless performance harness and an ECM and a better fuel system and you're done.